The Middle East is a deeply sensitive economic machine, currently paralyzed as two rival superpowers fight for control over its financial plumbing. The disruption is driven by Washington. The United States is currently leading an aggressive campaign to isolate Iran's economy from the global market. To enforce this, the White House delivered a strict ultimatum to its major trading partners. Any allied nation providing a financial lifeline to Tehran will face severe economic consequences. This strategy effectively strips neighboring nations of their autonomy. The U.S. forced a binary choice on the region: either cut ties with Tehran or face immediate financial punishment from Washington. Tehran is answering that financial pressure by explicitly expanding its list of potential targets, moving beyond American military bases to take aim at regional commerce. Mohsen Rezai, Secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, issued a direct warning on state television. Any neighboring country participating in U.S. economic restrictions will be officially classified as an enemy of Iran. Rezai detailed exactly what happens if Washington imposes further sanctions. He stated Iran would strike American oil and economic companies located right inside the borders of its regional neighbors. The Middle East is trapped in a geopolitical vice grip. Complying with U.S. sanctions to protect a domestic economy now guarantees the threat of physical retaliation from Iran. Caught between American financial weapons and Iranian physical ones, neighboring nations are forced into a desperate balancing act just to survive. The United Arab Emirates, historically one of Iran's major trading partners, chose immediate compliance. Faced with U.S. pressure, the UAE suspended all trade and financial transactions with Tehran. Iraq is attempting a different tightrope walk. President Nazar Amidi is trying to maintain flexibility with Tehran over oil exports, while publicly declaring that Iraqi territory will not be used to target any state. This map of the Persian Gulf shows why Iraq is vulnerable. To reach the ocean, Iraqi oil passes through a geographic choke point, the Strait of Hormuz. Iran can leverage control here to halt the flow, ensuring a catastrophic drop in export revenue. Whether a country complies, like the UAE, or attempts neutrality, like Iraq, Washington's sanctions inherently destabilize the physical security of allied economies. While states bordering Iran scramble to protect their immediate borders, governments further away are testing different survival tactics. Egypt has turned to urgent diplomacy. The Egyptian foreign minister reached out directly to his Iranian counterpart, stressing the need to protect international navigation and Gulf security to avoid a broader war. Meanwhile, China has chosen total defiance. Beijing refused to join the U.S. campaign, publicly criticizing the initiative and arguing that sanctions failed to resolve West Asian conflicts. The U.S. strategy hasn't created a unified global front. Instead, it has fractured international cooperation and forced individual allies into disparate survival strategies. Tehran's threats are part of a calculated, long-term strategy to systematically dismantle American alliances in the region. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf has seized on this instability to make a pointed accusation against Washington. Ghalibaf argues that by forcing economic compliance onto the Middle East, the United States is actively endangering its allies rather than protecting them. This represents a push for new regional gravity. Iran's goal is an independent regional order, excluding Western influence. Economic ruin is the tool Iran uses to sever these ties. By targeting commercial infrastructure, Tehran forces neighbors to distance themselves from Washington to ensure survival. Iran is weaponizing the economic stability of its neighbors to permanently rewrite the geopolitical architecture of the Middle East.